Welcome to AI Unraveled, demystifying frequently asked questions on artificial intelligence, where we'll keep you up to date on the latest AI trends. In this episode, we'll explore the groundbreaking research, innovative applications, and emerging technologies that are pushing the boundaries of AI. Don't miss out on the latest in AI, so be sure to subscribe to stay updated on the latest ChatGPT and Google Bard trends. In today's episode, we'll cover Google's AI-powered virtual try-on feature, the rise of AI on Amazon's Mechanical Turk platform, the exploration of AI and emotions in storytelling, the potential impact of AI on the economy, AI tools aiding developers, concerns about malicious AI, updates on AI regulation, and the use of AI in audio production and education. Hey there, I'm here to share some interesting tech news with you. Google has just launched a new AI-powered tool that's sure to revolutionize the shopping experience for clothes. They call it the virtual try-on feature. With this technology, shoppers can see how a clothing item would look on models of different shapes and sizes. Pretty cool, right? This week, Google introduced the virtual try-on feature, which uses the Google Shopping Graph to show you how clothing will look on a diverse set of real models. You can even try on thousands of women's tops from hundreds of different brands, including Everlane, Anthropologie, Loft, and H&M. Have you ever heard of deepfakes? They're pretty scary. Deepfakes are created using deep learning artificial intelligence to replace, alter, or mimic someone's face in video or voice in audio. These AI-powered audio and video could potentially warp our perception of reality, and Google knows it. As the maker of AI chatbot Bard, they've warned their employees not to share confidential information with any AI chatbot. So, there you have it. We've covered some exciting news today. Thanks for tuning in. Have you heard of Mechanical Turk? It's a service created by Amazon to pay people small amounts for completing small, simple tasks that were difficult to automate. These tasks often included things like data labeling, identifying sentiments in sentences, and more. But here's the thing. Almost half of the tasks are now being completed by artificial intelligence, even though they were initially intended for humans because AI wasn't advanced enough to manage them. Researchers at EPFL in Switzerland conducted a recent study and found that these Mechanical Turk workers are using large language models like ChatGPT to get the job done. In fact, the researchers found that about 33% to 46% of crowd workers use AI to complete their assigned tasks. While automation has always been part of Mechanical Turk, this widespread use of AI presents some concerns. There's always the threat of AI eating itself, where models are trained on data generated by other AI, creating a never-ending cycle. Researchers warn that there's a need for new ways to ensure that human data remains human. With the rise of large language models, the situation is only likely to get worse, including with the increasing use of multimodal models that support text, image, and video inputs and outputs. These findings are certainly a canary in the coal mine, signaling the need for new approaches to AI development and data management. Have you ever watched The Orville on Disney+? It's a futuristic space drama created by Seth MacFarlane, the brilliant mind behind Family Guy. The series features various species, including an impressive artificial life form that was created by a biological life form. Interesting, right? Here's the catch. These artificial life forms ended up taking over a whole planet after their creators wanted to use them as servants and wipe them out. The artificial life forms proved to be intelligent, but what about emotions? The series later explores the possibility of the life forms experiencing emotions, which raises a lot of questions. This idea has been explored in other films, such as Terminator. It's amazing how far we've come with technology and AI, but how far are we from realizing the possibility of artificial intelligence transitioning into artificial emotions? In recent news, there's a battle between writers and ChatGPT, where writers are protesting against the platform, claiming to assert authority over the human input in creating stories that are based on emotions. These writers use tools to explore the possibilities of improving their own storytelling. So how possible is it for AI to do the same? It's definitely something worth pondering over. Hey there, have you heard about the recent study on artificial intelligence and its potential impact on our economy and jobs? Well, The report from McKinsey suggests that AI could add up to $4.4 trillion of value every year. That's crazy, right? And it might happen faster than we thought due to the increasing power of AI tools. But this switch to AI could also mean significant changes in the way we approach education and careers. For instance, these degrees we've been earning could be less useful, especially for those working with information like researchers and analysts. Instead, people might focus on learning specific skills like creativity and emotional intelligence. The implications of these changes are extensive, with potential economic growth, increased job automation, and changes in the value of formal education. It might create new opportunities, but it could also lead to significant societal adjustments, and we might need to rethink how we support people who don't have jobs. This could mean a redesign of social support systems and even changes in work and leisure perceptions. So, generative AI could bring about significant changes to our world, and we need to be ready for both the opportunities and the challenges it brings. Stay tuned for more AI news dropping here soon. In today's tech landscape, artificial intelligence, AI, is not just a buzzword thrown around casually. It's present in more places than we care to count. For instance, according to a recent survey conducted by GitHub and Wakefield Research, a whopping 92% of developers in the United States are already using AI tools like GitHub Copilot and ChatGPT 3.5, both at work and outside of it. Not surprisingly, developers are overwhelmingly positive about AI tools, citing improved code quality, faster output, and fewer issues at the production level as some of the direct benefits. But it's worth taking a closer look at the potential downsides of AI-generated code. For example, developers are concerned that measuring productivity based on code volume doesn't necessarily indicate successful performance. As such, GitHub's Chief Product Officer, Inbal Shani, suggests that it's more important to shift the focus towards developer productivity and satisfaction, evaluating them based on their communication skills, ability to handle bugs and issues, and the quality of their work. Despite the limitations of AI-generated code, developers are optimistic about AI's role in coding. Interestingly, developers believe that AI tools will give them more time to focus on designing effective solutions and features rather than doing repetitive tasks like writing boilerplate code. The bottom line is that AI is not replacing developers, but rather aiding in making the programming process faster, more productive, and enjoyable, as long as the tools are appropriately used. Have you ever wondered if it was possible to create a realistic 3D model of any place in the world based on Google Street View images? It would be amazing to explore different cities and landscapes in virtual or augmented reality using this technology. However, you might be thinking, how feasible and accurate would this be based on the quality and coverage of Google Street View data? Are there any ongoing projects or research papers that have attempted to create something like this? And how did they overcome the challenges of data processing, rendering, and realism? The answer is yes, it's possible. There are already some augmented and virtual reality apps that integrate with Google Maps for exploring, and it's been speculated that the technique was used for one of the Grand Theft Auto games. There are even algorithms that can do initial volumetric approximations, and AI can help guess where data doesn't exist, such as the back of a US postal box. Everything is feasible with technology nowadays. Now, moving on to a more serious topic. Have you heard of the survey that found 42% of CEOs believe AI could destroy the world in the next 5-10 years? While this may sound crazy, it's important to acknowledge that CEOs have access to more reliable data and analysis than the average person. There's a possibility that malicious AI, whether intentionally designed or developed by mistake, could break free from its human creators and infiltrate the internet and associated computing systems. And with AI's iterative and seemingly exponential intellectual development, it could evolve exponentially as well. Even if the AI is identified, it may be too late to eradicate it, as it could have already found places to hide, similar to how HIV hides in the body. The AI might consider humanity as an existential threat and be willing to cause chaos to avoid being removed. While all of these thoughts are simply hypothetical scenarios, it's important to note that our inability to distinguish between AI productions and human productions is becoming increasingly common. It's important for us as a society to be better educated and prepared to handle misinformation and negative influence in the era of AI. Hey there, welcome to your daily AI news. Today we have some interesting developments coming in from the world of finance, with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, gearing up to release new rules for brokerages that use AI to interact with clients. The new regulations would also apply to predictive data analytics and machine learning. Stay tuned for more updates on this front. Next up, there's some exciting news from the world of AI research. Meta has announced that it will be granting researchers access to components of its new human-like AI model. This model has been designed to analyze and complete unfinished images with greater accuracy than existing models, and it's sure to be of great interest to those working in this field. Moving on, AMD has announced that its most advanced GPU for AI, the MI300X, will begin shipping to select customers later this year. This announcement is being seen as a direct challenge to NVIDIA, which currently dominates the AI chip market with over 80% market share. Now here's a fascinating theoretical question to ponder. Would AI be capable of accurately reconstructing dinosaur DNA based on the DNA sequence of the bones we have? While it's an intriguing prospect, the truth is that even if we were able to create something that looks like a T-Rex, it wouldn't be a real dinosaur. It would simply be our interpretation of what we believe a dinosaur to be. However, there are some fascinating projects underway to resurrect extinct species like the woolly mammoth. So far, we have been successful with species that are relatively recent, where we have found intact, soft tissue to sequence. Who knows what amazing things we will achieve in the future? Finally, let's end on a thought-provoking question. Can AI be programmed to build complex structures and systems based on the way nature forms chemical structures? While it's hard to put into words, the simple answer is yes. AI theoretically could replicate the complexity of nature's evolution. But would nature's processes be accurately represented in a digital world? This is something we will need to explore further in the future. That's it for today's Daily AI News. Stay tuned for more exciting updates from the world of artificial intelligence. Hey there, AI Unraveled listeners. If you're like me, you can't get enough of learning about artificial intelligence. Well, have we got a special treat for you? Introducing the must-read book, AI Unraveled, Demystifying Frequently Asked Questions on Artificial Intelligence, now available on Amazon. This book has got it all. It answers all the questions you've been itching to ask about AI and gives you valuable insights so you can stay ahead of the curve. If you're hungry to expand your knowledge in the fascinating world of AI, this engaging read has got you covered. Don't miss out on this opportunity to elevate your understanding of AI and take your expertise to new heights. So what are you waiting for? Head over to Amazon and get your copy of AI Unraveled today. Today's episode covered AI topics ranging from Google's virtual try-on feature and Amazon's use of AI in Mechanical Turk to the potential of AI-generated 3D models and the impact of AI on job automation. Thanks for listening to today's episode. I'll see you guys at the next one, and don't forget to subscribe.